what can you tell us about BlackRock? Like, you were in there. Funny enough, the public kind of knows that name lately because a lot of people talk about it as, the largest asset holder of everything. What can you tell people about what it's really like in there and even how it's changed since you were there?
Yeah, so when I left BlackRock, I signed a non-disparagement agreement. So I'm not going to say anything bad about them, but I can give some history. When I was there, I left in 2012. So it's been 10 going on 11 years since I've been there. I will also mention that everybody that I worked with and knew is no longer there. So I don't even have a call into the company anymore. A lot of the original founders of the company have retired. So whatever it's become is vastly different than what I was experiencing. When I was there, it was a great firm. There's a lot of camaraderie. I was there in 2002 when they acquired State Street Investment Research. I was their first acquisition, and that's when I joined BlackRock. And it was a great firm. A lot of very very small. But then they started growing through acquisition. Merrill Lynch Asset Management came, then Barclays, and the firm started changing underneath my feet. And I went from, being supervised by a partner to many layers of middle management between me and one of the founding members. And I got an employee number. That's when it was. That's when and it became more political. And that's when I left. It wasn't fun anymore. And there also was a concerted effort from active management, which is what I did, picking stocks with risk and different from a benchmark, to passive ETFs. And that's where a lot of BlackRock's growth has come from. When they acquired Barclays, they acquired the passive ETF business. And that's been the thrust of their business the last 10 years. So BlackRock is in the news a lot with the independent news media. I'll say this. Charlie Munger put an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal. And a lot of people think BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street control the world. They're agents. They just happen to be the biggest index houses on the planet. What they do have power over, though, is voting shares. They vote the board at the board of directors. They can vote their shares on proposals. And in the old days, when I was there and it was mostly active management, I would vote the shares. Each portfolio manager would vote the shares. Because of the massive indexing, it's an executive committee of senior executives that vote the shares. So Charlie Munger, again, these aren't my words, so let's make that clear. Charlie Munger said that there might be a monopoly problem here, in that there's too much power and too few hands to potentially, no proof, no evidence, have undue influence over these companies. And that's the crux of the issue. Do these people have a call into the C-suite to tell them what to do? And that's something, with that kind of power, it could be abused. And Charlie Munger seems to think we need to think about that. Again, this is Warren Buffett's number 2.
Right. And I've heard you and other people say they've gone heavy down the ESG route. I'm just wondering, I always wonder, is that a route you go down if you want to exert control and influence, or are they going down there for another reason?
So the suspicion is it's diabolical. I suspect there's business reasons. ESG, it's a fee thing. You can charge more for ESG. I also think that ESG trend is peaking and it's over. And again, it's getting excited about something as it's cresting. Because part of the problem is the people who decide it goes in these ESG indexes aren't doing it necessarily. It's become very political. So that's something that I think people have a problem with. Tesla was ESG, then he bought Twitter, and now Tesla's kicked out, and that makes no sense. Electric cars, well, I can make the case that electric cars aren't ESG friendly. They actually consume more energy than gas combustion. But let's not even go there. Let's assume that electric cars are ESG friendly. Elon was kicked out of this index. So the ESG thing, I think, was originated so you could charge higher fees. So, I mean, that's classic Wall Street.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.